Alright, hey, what's up everybody? Back with Baby God, and today, as you can see, we're going to be playing some Valkyrie Elysium. This is a game that was just recently released by Square Enix, and I played a little bit before I decided I wanted to actually stream this game, and I found it to be a very interesting game. A lot of interesting fights and concepts. So I think this is a good game to stream. I think we'll have a lot of fun with it. There's a lot of kind of crazy things that we can do in this game. Really reminiscent of a Final Fantasy type title. Obviously, you know, being produced in by Square Enix, this is going to be that type of game. So let's just get into it. I am going to start a new game. We're going to start with a normal difficulty, which is what I played on before. And now I didn't get extremely far when I first played the game, but I got far enough that I was able to understand a lot of the concepts of the game. I'm going to shut up. You guys watch this, and I'll talk to you when all this is over.
Odin Allfather, chief of the gods, and his brothers combined their strength to slay the primeval giant Ymir, thus forging the world. Under the world tree Yggdrasil, gods and humans dwelled in the realms of Asgard, Midgard, and Niflheim. But their peaceful existence was not to last. The monstrous wolf, Fenrir, bared its terrible fangs upon the world, threatening all existence. Odin stood and fought against the ferocious wolf and its forces in Asgard. But soon, their conflict would envelop all the worlds in war and chaos. The battle waged on incessantly, splitting the sea and sundering the earth. Innumerable lives were lost, and the worlds faced utter destruction. No resolution to the conflict seemed in sight. Then, one day, at the climax of their vicious battle, Fenrir sunk its fangs into Odin's neck, tearing his windpipe, and Odin impaled the beast's skull with his spear, Gungnir. The two could fight no longer, signifying the end of the war on Asgard. However, the destruction did not cease. The mighty blast of Yalmahorn echoed through the lands, proclaiming the coming end. Versed as he was in the seeress's prophecy, Odin knew all too well that the world was already in the throes of Ragnarok. It was a prophecy that foretold of the end to all things. The twilight of the world before its return to nothingness. In one last attempt to defy this fate, Odin created a new class of gods.
Alright, so this is going to be the tutorial phase. Now I can play through this or I can skip through it, and I'm going to go ahead and play through it. I feel like, you know, there's a lot of valuable information here. We'll go ahead and play through the tutorial.
Can you hear me? I am Odin, the ruler of this world and your creator. If you can hear my voice, then proceed further.
Alright, so this is Valkyrie. She is... Don't need to read all this. So she is one of the newly created gods by Odin. So here we go. And again, as a tutorial, this is telling us how to play the game. All right, so the soul chain, this really is just identifying points that we can kind of use this. It's almost like a grapple shot type thing, but it's used to reach places that are generally out of reach that you can't reach by jumping alone. Now you can acquire in this game, you can acquire a double jump, which does come in very handy. All right.
It is almost time for you to wake up. But first, there is one more lesson I must give you personally.
You are all to be purified, per Odin's decree. I saw that coming.
All right, you see, we get those little orbs too. The green ones are obviously going to they're gonna deal with the health. And this is really just teaching us how to fight. So the fights are all about combination moves.
You are all to be purified, per Odin's decree. A futile attack.
That was really good. Health gauge, yeah, I got it. Lock on target, switch targets. Gonna be R3 and then R to move between targets. I know these look easy, but some of these enemies become a little bit harder.
A fearsome foe.
Alright, so now we're moving on, and before we do that, I do want to check these ruins over here. There's something I didn't do in the very beginning. So, this is one of those games where, you know, you destroy stuff, and you're going to get these orbs. So again, we already know what the soul chain does. But you see like these crates and barrels and stuff over here. You destroy these, and a lot of times you'll get these gems. Alright, so violet gems, magic gems. These are all used in the upgrading of your weapon and your character as well. So here we go.
Valkyrie, you have the power to use the souls of the dead. I will share with you the knowledge I possess of the souls I have sensed out.
So that's going to be the R1. So R2, this is going to be your arts, and R1 is going to, I can't ever remember the name, but these are going to be the souls that you're going to use. They all have different skills. And if you see like right below their faces, they have, you know, those little icons. So one is the lightning bolt, the other one looks like a little snowflake. So those are going to be the elemental powers that they possess. So the arts are actually just going to be elemental as well. So the first one you can see is the hot button is going to be on triangle, and that's going to be your electricity, lightning energy, I guess.
The holy laws decree your obliteration. Tear them asunder!
Strike worth its weight in gold.
Excellent work. I am glad to have you.
Alright, so the soul gauge is going to be the blue one that's right below the health bar. That one is going to fill up the more that you do the combos. Blue souls will restore the soul gauge. Yellow souls acquire skills and upgrade weapons. Green souls restore health. So these are the divine arts. Let's see how these. Alright. So, zap them, they all kind of get hit. And all of them show their elemental weakness as well. And you kind of see the gauge. Okay, I guess we're going up.
Should move on.
I'm right.
Show no mercy.
Let's go then.
I guess
Do
that was
not
the wrong one.
hesitate.
I always deliver my best wares.
There we go.
Easy as simple calculus.
You must learn how to fully utilize your abilities so that you may fulfill your mission. A mission of vital importance.
An easy fight. Divine raging ball.
Show them no mercy, Valkyrie.
I expected nothing less.
That's a swing battered in your face.
Well, that's that.
A futile attempt. What fools you are, defying the gods. Lightning bolt. Pierce the enemy. Tear them asunder. Pierce the enemy. A fearsome foe.
Okay, again, yes, we got it.
Go, have your fill.
Let's put them on ice. Everything's fitting into place.
Alright, so now we're moving on. Guys, you're going to have to forgive me. I'm still feeling a little under the weather, so I may not be talking quite as much as I would normally be. Which I don't know, might be a good thing. I mean, people may not want to hear my voice. I don't blame them. It's just the way it
Those
is.
things you fought, they are entities known as the undead, formed from the remnant of an impure soul, a truly vile existence.
Looks like I'm up.
Awaken, my Imperial.
Looks like I'm up.
This really is, I mean, amazingly, you know, this is the second game that I played that has either been co-produced by Square Enix or just produced by Square Enix. That has, I mean, it's really surprised me.
The holy laws decree your obliteration. Show no mercy.
I'll cut down all who stand in our way.
That should swing the battle in our favour. An opportunity arises.
Here! Tear them asunder! Tear them asunder!
Everything's fitting into place.
Ooh. So these guys like this, they're a lot stronger and a little bit more difficult to actually defeat. And this is where that whole elemental thing actually really kind of comes into play. Okay. Moving on. So once we get through the whole tutorial thing, I mean, it's going to open up a little bit more.
An easy fight. Lightning bolt.
Alright, so that's enough of that. Get through this piece, and I do believe we've got a little bit more fighting to do coming up here.
Allow me to take a look.
Awaken, my Inherior.
It's simple enough.
Keep forgetting about that lock one.
Task.
So I did hear that this game could be beaten in about 20 hours if you're really just kind of focusing more on the storyline.
As you can see, the undead often band together. Command your souls to remove all obstacles in your way.
Go, have your fill.
Did you think you were safe here? I suppose this is as far as I go.
Do not hesitate.
I'll pick off the ones in the distance too.
Time to end this fight!
We end this here. Your training is in
She's really slow getting up.
Attack against opening movement.
Those archers, man.
I expect
Nuts,
nothing
dude.
less. Back to the void. Defiled soul shall be free. Awaken, my Inherior. All threats will be eliminated.
So far, so good. Keep it up, keep it up. Nearing the end of this tutorial. That's where the fun begins.
The holy laws decree your obliteration. Tear them asunder.
I'll be standing by.
Tear them asunder.
allow me.
Just as I thought. No, even better. Now, remove the final obstacle and bring about your awakening.
So this guy's a lot of fun. So I will say, tutorial boss, not bad. First real boss that you encounter. Not a lot of fun.
Here ends your miserable.
Alright, elemental damage, elemental blight. Well, this is where you're gonna...
Show no mercy. Light. Lightning bolt.
This is the true work of a knight.
Pierce the enemy. Pierce the enemy.
This should be simple enough.
It's that dodge, man. Dodge really comes in handy.
Tear them asunder. Tear them asunder. I was cast.
Ah, good. A sparring.
Divine raging bolt.
Allow me to assist. This should be simple enough.
Show no mercy.
Ah, the familiar smell of battle. This should be simple enough.
Lightning bolt. Pierce the enemy. Pierce the enemy. Show no mercy.
Ah, the familiar smell of battle. This should be simple enough.
Show me why
And that's the end of that.
Step high. I'm your man.
So like I said, not hard. More just of a training type scenario.
do not underestimate me.
Yeah. Got it. I get a really weird vibe from this this Odin, but you can see that for yourself.
Valkyrie, heed my words. Ragnarok tears our world asunder. All we hold precious lies on the brink of annihilation. The war on Asgard and Midgard snuffed out the life spark of many. And I am left, gravely injured from battle, with that wicked wolf. That is why I created you, my vassal of peace. I, Odin All-Father, command you. Become my tool of intervention, and save this world from doom.
As you command.
Travel to Midgard and purify its lost souls. Even as we speak, the stagnating souls multiply. Purification will stem the effects of Ragnarok.
It shall be done as you wish, All-Father.
Alright, so we're going to head to Midgard, but before we do that, I'm going to take you to one little area right outside of this main hall. So about right here. This is your save option. Now you can see I have been playing, and I'm gonna go ahead and save in another spot just in case I want to load my other game. Alright. So we can exit that. We can also enhance our weapon. Now, if you look at the materials needed, magic gem, violet gem, emerald gem, you can only get away with that for so long. Now, right now, our proficiency is at a G. What we want to do is increase that a little bit. Definitely want to make our damage a little bit more direct. Or stronger, sorry. Okay, directional input. This is going to be for the Alfodier upper slash. We don't need to view the move. It's really nothing more than a jump and a hit. And then same for this one. This is going to be the jump, directional input, plus triangle. Which I've used these before, so you can see them when we go into other things. So really, this is the weapon enhancement. You'll get more weapons throughout the game. You can utilize different weapons. Different weapons are more effective against different or certain types of enemy, which you'll see that later as well. And for now, that's really all we have. Character enhancement and stuff like that. So you have your map screen, which is all kinds of jacked up in my opinion. I don't know why they inverted the controls on this one, but it makes it really hard to navigate sometimes. But you can zoom in, you can kind of see everything that's going on there. And then if you hit the kind of start button, you got all your different menus here. So you have your items, and you kind of scroll through that and see what you've got. We've got Lightning Bolt 1, we've got Violet and Emerald Gems, no runes, our weapons, and then other items. And then important items, which we have none right now. Talking about equip, so you have your different hot button slots, and then all of your arts, or elemental arts, that will go under the R2. And then your weapon slots, item slots, things of that nature. So you'll get elixirs and things like that. Valkyrie herself, you can look at the skill tree. And again, you're going to use gems to upgrade this as well. Obviously, we want to increase our physical attack. That's going to be one of the big things. Magic attack is going to be another. But you want to... Shit, I did that again. So what you want to do is kind of go through and look at everything. Quick evade. Evading just before an enemy attacks or an enemy attack hits you will negate that attack entirely. Yeah, so definitely something you want. All about that. And then again, press X while jumping to perform a double jump. Big deal, very big deal. We want to increase our health gauge for sure. And then double evade, no, kind of. And we just really don't have the ability to do that. So magical attack. That's really all we got there. And then damage damper, physical damage reduction rate, and then magic damage reduction rate. Obviously, we'd like to reduce that, but we can't do that. We still need more magical gems. So we'll get back to that later. Since we've done this, we're going to go ahead and head to Midgard and start purifying souls. Alright, so here's your chapter area. So this is where you'll see the main quest. You are going to pick up sub-quests or side quests along the way. You can see the chapter, what it is asking you to do, and then you can see the quest rewards. So at the very end, you'll get Bolverker. And then if you hit R3, it'll also show you, that you'll get dropped items like magic gems, violet gems, emerald gems. So it's good to know kind of what you're playing for. Not really like you have much of a choice. But you also see under the territory name, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that, you've got your main quest, and then you have your hollow blossoms. Hollow blossoms are like the remnants of spirits past, but they show up as kind of like a blue flower. So you get to see that too. Super amazing. Be amazed. So much fun. Tell me what you guys think. The game itself, it has a really unique artistic style, almost somewhere a kind of a cross between Borderlands and almost like a Souls game in some ways. But tell me what you think. Really interesting. And if you guys are going to play it or are playing it, let me know. Yeah, we got all that. Yeah, you can review the tutorials. You can go through all that stuff. All right, so Purify Souls. So again, if you look at the map, kind of zoom in, all those little blue dots that you see on there. God, dude, I wish I could so badly change the way that they've done this, but it doesn't matter. So there's a little island off to the right hand side. Really can't access that right now. Not a big deal. Another island off to the left hand side. Can't really access that right now. Not a big deal. We'll figure those things out later. But you see kind of on that main path, there's things, items of interest, things of that nature. If you kind of look at the, you can kind of get an idea, understanding of what those little symbols mean as we go along. But the icon list, you look at storage camps. Storage camps obviously are going to have something significant, a chest or something. But you can also see subquests, the little chapter papers up there. Hollow Blossoms are going to be in blue. Verdant Blossoms are going to be in green. NPCs are going to be marked on the map as well. Library, and then Ven Golf. So we'll go through some of this stuff as we go along. I know you guys want me to shut the hell up and just kind of play the game. So that's what we're going to do. And we're just going to tear shit up along the way. Like I said, I tear into everything. I mean, this is where I'm going to get gems. And those gems are going to be my... the things that I'm going to utilize to upgrade weapons and my character. You're not always going to find gems in the things that you smash, but the likelihood is definitely high. And just kind of looking around. I pan around because that's it's important. So again, little areas that you can't reach right now. Maybe kind of off to the side and things. We'll get there eventually. Now I have acquired the double jump, and the significance of acquiring that double jump means that I can get across wider gaps without having to use the little grappling thing, whatever that is. I can't even remember the fucking name to save my life, but you know what I'm talking about. If you're watching the video, you obviously know what I mean. Go through here. Again, stupid as it sounds, I'm smashing. That's it. Just smashing. All about that. All about that life. You never know where there's going to be a chest kind of hiding, so you know you really do want to run around and look at everything. Those chests are going to hold, you know, a lot of times they're just going to hold gems, but sometimes you kind of get a little surprised. There are different types of chests too, and you'll see that the different colors going to represent, you know, the contents of those chests. So you'll have the standard brown chest, which is going to be nothing more, it's a wooden chest, but it's going to be nothing more than, you know, your basic materials, gems, and things of that nature.
So this is what happens when a soul stagnates.
Lightning bolt.
So you get the brown chest, like I said, that's going to be filled with your gems, more basic materials, and then you'll have these blue chests, which are going to have more significant items in them, which you'll see those at some point during this playthrough. And then there's also, the only other ones that I've seen are like white chests, and that's like after you defeat a boss, you get some pretty significant stuff out of that, obviously. I mean, if you're going to fight the boss, you might as well get a good drop. And I think for this first one, again, it's just going to be that weapon, spear, that we saw. And yes, I'm that annoying ass person. I've got to check everything, and some people don't necessarily appreciate that during a playthrough, but personally I don't give a fuck. If you're watching my game, not the other way around, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Alright, so here's the first Hollow Blossom. As you can see, Valkyrie uses Hollow Blossoms to peer into the memories of those who inhabited this world. You can view any acquired Hollow Blossoms from the collection in the menu. This is what it does. It just whispers. Spared peasant. I have not really figured the significance of those Hollow Blossoms just yet, although there is a significance to them. I'm going down here. I know that the marker says I need to go inside, but there is a chest here. Okay, so I did forget about this too. You can get the elixirs and things out of these chests as well. And these chests will, as far as I know, they do repopulate. So if you leave the area and then you come back for any reason, you just want to grind and get more materials, which I think a lot of people will actually like to do. And that's gonna serve you better in the long run. The more materials you have, the better, or the faster you're gonna be able to upgrade, and the more dangerous, more deadly, more effective you're gonna be in the later game areas that are gonna be more difficult.
Per Odin's decree.
And then there's one of the yellow souls, which is absolutely necessary for upgrades as well. Just so much smashable stuff. If you have an anger problem, it's good game to play. You just smash shit.
Let us continue to cleanse the world.
Alright, so chest here. So these elixirs, as you can see kind of over here on the bottom left hand side, these hot buttons, it's already kind of assigned to that bottom hot button on the D-pad. But if you go around here, some other things as well. I'm assuming that this is going to be the elixir for the art. No, violet gem. Okay. I know you pick one up here soon.
You are all to be purified, per Odin's decree.
It's one move that I don't think I've used, which is a good one. Because it knocks the enemy back, so it creates some space. Which in this game, believe it or not, is going to be pretty significant. So there's actually a... there's an art that you can use that actually draws the enemies together. So if you have really good AoE effects, by pulling the enemy in, like a group of them at a time, you can hit more enemies at once, which, you know, obviously you can see the value in that. Alright, there we go. Arts Elixir, small. It's going to help you refill some of your arts gauge, which are the 3 little diamond looking things underneath the health gauge and the other gauge down there. Oh shit. Alright, so break, break, break. Go through. That is it. I don't think there's anything else in here that we really need to get. So we'll just keep moving along. Smashing things. Maybe I should change my name from Baby God to Bam Bam. Just like to hit shit. Alright. Coming up through here, another Hollow Blossom. If you guys want to pause it and read that, please feel free. So I've also seen chests kind of hidden in some of the brush and foliage. I think it's a big deal. All the chests that you're really going to need are going to be kind of out in the open. Got to get better on that dodge. I think that's one of my weak points in playing these games is that dodge. Again, they kind of put these chests in very odd places, so exploration is definitely indicated. If you're going to play these games, you got to be a little bit inquisitive. Want to run around. Alright. Head up these stairs and continue smashing shit. Can I break that? Yes, I can. Alright. Alright. So being up here, there's another Hollow Blossom, but you also have to look out for enemy kind of in odd places. Speaking of Souls game, I actually do have Elden Ring, and I'm thinking about maybe doing a series on that too, so you guys can see just how unskilled of a piece of shit I am. It's all about having fun, though. You know, can't take anything too seriously. I just like running through and smashing stuff. Another Emerald Gem. Like I said, you know, as much as you would want to find better chests, I mean, I can't complain. Those are the materials that are gonna make life easier on me. All right, so there's a guy here. Wow, he shield rammed me. Should have never died, or should have never gotten hit by that. As far as dying is concerned, I'm probably going to do that. Sorry about that pause. I had to adjust the microphone a little bit. It's kind of right up in the way. And okay, again, equipping items, you can go back through there. we did kind of discuss that. You can assign, you know, these specific items and weapons to certain hot buttons. Nothing really more to explain with that, honestly. Now, guys, I am setting up my streaming schedule. If you look on my Twitch calendar, I'm going to be streaming 3-4 days a week for at least 2 hours a day if I can. But that's really going to be kind of like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday type deal. I may stream more than that, and in some occasions I may stream a little bit less. I am still working on my master's degree, so there is a lot for me to do outside of playing games right now. But I love doing this. And okay, so Might Potion temporarily increases your physical attack. Again, just another item that you can manage. But like I was saying, I do enjoy doing this. I may not be the best at playing video games, but it's more about the connection.
You shall be free.
All right, so here we go. Another individual. Hope you guys can see, you know, the more of these individuals that you're fighting, you know, the more difficult it's going to be. And I did see that somebody was playing this game on hard, and I wish them the best. Honestly, I'm getting my ass kicked with what I've got. There's one of the blue chests. We'll go look at that in just a second. You can actually gain like new arts from those chests. The different elemental arts and stuff. Definitely like that. There's an art that allows you to heal yourself, which is, of course, it's going to use the elemental gauge in order to do that. So you can burn through that pretty fast. So having those elixirs there, extremely helpful. But you can only carry so many, and I'm not sure how upgradable that is. That's something that is a little beyond my scope at the moment. Okay, I think I've smashed everything thoroughly. There you go. Scroll for the Divine Art, Fire Lance 1. Alright, it's just going to tell you, you're going to assign that to one of those slots. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and I want to look at this. So we've got all of those. Actually, Lightning Bolt, Fire Lance. Okay, so we've got them. So you did notice that, for some of those humanoid looking dudes, you could see the element that they were weak to was fire. So now we have that option as well. It's good to have those things in your arsenal. Check around real quick. Make sure there's nothing here. Weapon enhancement. We've already gone through that. Not a big deal. What we are going to do, though, is we're going to take this Hollow Blossom. And I'm going to save the game. Alright. So we'll go ahead and save. Done. Alright. And as far as weapon enhancement is concerned, You see right now we're pretty depleted, and we need Azure Gem, which I, for the life of me, have not been able to find. That's a tricky find. That's what I need to figure out. Nowhere in this game, in the 5+ hours that I've played, have I seen an Azure Gem. So, there's questions to answer there. Learning skills, again, already kind of gone through this. If you want to read through that, you can.
You are all to be purified per Odin's decree.
Now, if they are close enough like that, you can chain these attacks together, and that's something that... Or it'll kind of daisy chain that lightning, and it'll hit all of them if they're in a close enough area.
And move on.
Look at the map. Okay, so I am going to go down here. Actually, I missed a Hollow Blossom, but I'm going to go down in this area. I'm going to collect that Hollow Blossom. I'll grab the other one on the way back. And we'll move on from there. Oh, shit, don't want to fall down there.
Here ends your miserable existence.
There we go.
A fearsome foe.
Emerald Gem. It's a good one. I just want to make sure. Okay, yeah, no, it's up. Okay. There it is. Okay, we're going to move on. I'm going to be ending this video shortly. We're coming up on an hour in the video, and then I'll jump back into episode 2. So you guys don't have to stop enjoying the delightful bass of my voice right now. Alright, great. Got those, got that. Alright, we're gonna head up this way. So 2 things. One, head up. Okay, yeah. Back in here, there's another Hollow Blossom that we need to grab. And more things to break. Better to kill than be killed. I like that. Yeah, it's a strong shot too. Alright, so heading up.
An easy fight.
Trying to stock up on some of these elixirs, because I know for a fact I'm going to need them later. So let's go look at what we've got here. So we've got elixir small, elixir medium, arts elixir small and medium. So medium, of course, is gonna use it's gonna fill more of the gauge. But, I mean, obviously, we're not going to use that right now. So those guys are relatively easy. We haven't really reached the hard shit yet. Okay, so we are going to track down this area a little bit. There's one. Come on, come get me. Do you like the dodge mechanics in this game? If you get a good dodge, then it slows time down, gives you an opportunity to kind of get in, and whoop up on them a little bit. So coming back around, let's make sure we didn't miss anything yet. Okay. So another Hollow Blossom up here. Oh man, here we go. Easy as pie. There we go. Another chest. Always good. More of that small elixir. There we go. And then, okay, the Hollow Blossoms up ahead. Unpurified souls. Okay, yeah, it's just the little purple
Here
things.
ends your miserable existence. Flames billow and swirl.
Oh, shit. Man, I tried to hit the dodge, man. I tried to hit the dodge.
Flames billow and swirl.
Yeah. You got to kind of learn the move sets of each of these, each type of enemy. And sometimes it's a little confusing. You'll get it wrong. You get smashed a little bit. That's okay. Not a big deal. Alright, so Hollow Blossom was right over here. We ran right past it. Alright guys, I'm going to end this video here, and then kick right into the second episode of this. So if you're watching this, I appreciate it. Please, like, follow, subscribe, whatever you're going to do. Check out my channel on YouTube. It's Baby God Games. I am going to actually add a link to that if I have not yet. I'm going to add that information to my Twitch stream. I'm continuing to evolve as I go along in this process, and I appreciate those of you that are kind of coming along and doing that with me. And for those of you who are big supporters, I really appreciate it. You really don't know how much that means. So I'm going to jump off of here. I'll see you guys in a few.